YouTube. So today I'm going to be talking about why, or what are my plans. Plus, I'm going to be talking about the games I most frequently play. And also, what got me into liking video games, and when did I start collecting, and that stuff, and when I started the channel. So, first we're going to start off with when I started the channel. I wanted to do YouTube videos. I had the idea of making YouTube videos ever since I was 10. So 4 years before this channel started in 2022. I came up with the idea in 2018 to make a YouTube channel, but my parents would not let me because they thought I was too young for it. Also, I probably was, because YouTube only really wants a certain age of you making YouTube videos. So I started my channel when I was 14, in 2022, obviously, in December of 2022, and at that time, I was a collector. I wanted to start collecting. I did, but I didn't really collect too much of the stuff I collect right now, anyways, because I did collect a lot of things. I got a DS, obviously, but I got some of the older Nintendo consoles. But back then I wasn't interested as much in PlayStation and Xbox as I was now. Back then I was not interested in it compared to how I am right now with PlayStation and PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. But I feel like those are probably going to be the only Xbox and PS consoles I'll like, because the Xbox Series S don't really, and the PS5 don't really, the newer consoles of those don't really seem that interesting. Same can be said with Nintendo. But primarily, I started gaming back in 2018. I saw my friends playing on Nintendo systems, so I figured I wanted to be part of that. I saw my friend had a 3DS, so I wanted to get one and experience that. The first game that I got with my 3DS back then was Mario Kart 7, because that was the game that I saw my friend play. So I wanted to get the experience of Mario Kart 7 and see what it was like playing it. And back then it was a nostalgic experience. There's nostalgia that comes through when I think about the first time that I've played it, even though the game has existed for longer than that, obviously. But that's what got me interested in gaming and what got me interested in YouTube. But a lot of my best videos weren't really until 2023 and 2024, this year, 2024, when I started uploading stuff that is relevant to what I collect today, which is PS3, Xbox 360, DS, Wii, and 3DS, and I'm actually getting PS Vita stuff too. In 2 days, I'm going to my retro store again, and I'm gonna pick up some games. At least 2 or 1 PS Vita game. But yeah, we'll just see what I have the money to get. But I also have a ton of things to trade in. I'm trading in something that is $100. I'm trading in Nintendo Entertainment System because I don't really use it anymore. I'm trading in some extra controllers I don't really use, especially for the NES. I might trade in my N64 as well. So, yeah. So, I would have to think about it. Or if not, I'm going to sell a game for the N64 that I don't really see myself playing. I'm going to keep all of my... I have almost every game of Smash Brothers. I'm just missing Smash Bros. 4 on the Wii U. I already have it on the 3DS, but I don't have it on the Wii U. But I'm going to keep my copy of Smash 64. I might just keep my N64 and keep Smash Brothers, even if I'm not going to see myself playing it. Same can be said with Smash Melee on the GameCube. And you might be asking me, why is my camera quality different this time? That is because I'm recording with my computer webcam, because I feel like this video will take me a long time and my phone is not going to have enough storage for that. It doesn't have a lot of storage on it right now, so we're just going to have to deal with this. So I'm sorry if you do not like this video quality. Hopefully it's not too bad, because I don't really see it looking bad. So, well, at least if you can see me well, that should be the primary thing that matters. Now I'm going to discuss what I was talking about with my plans starting from this month, obviously. I said I'm going to read the community post right now. I'm reading it from YouTube. From August to December, I'm going to be having, and I'm also going to be explaining things. I'm going to be having a ton of big things coming up. I'm getting my room painted in August, which is what happened. It's already done painting. It's already done being painted. It's red, as you can see. I wanted to choose red since it's now my favorite color. And I said I'm getting a ton of other video game stuff for my collection. And starting in September, I'm thinking of actually getting the, 2 weeks weekly. Every 2 weeks, I'm hoping to buy the amiibo for Smash Bros. I'm obviously going to start with Mario, and then I'm going to move down the roster of fighters. But I'm probably not going to get every single fighter, but I'm going to get a majority of them. And that will start in September. Okay, that's that. I also said I'm getting some other early 2010s and late 2000s tech, such as what do you call it? Such as a keyboard slide out phone. Hopefully in December, for Christmas, I'm hoping to get a computer that can support 2 monitors, because I'm getting a new desk here because the other one broke as I was getting my room painted. When we had to move things out, we broke my desk. So, I'm actually getting a new one. I'm actually getting a blue one. New blue. I said I'm gonna start prepping a life of what it would be like in between 2005 and 2014. I'm doing that sort of video using stuff like that. Even though the iPhone did exist back then. Not this one anyways. I'm not going to be using it because most people, even though most people had smartphones in 2013, but they were primarily used as devices for games, especially the iPhone back then, which were very small compared to the ones today. They're smaller anyways than the ones we have today. So there's that. They were used as gaming devices for games such as popular games that are popular today still, such as Geometry Dash, which I obviously do play a lot. What's next? And then most people had the keyboard slide-out phones, especially up until 2012, or at least up until early 2013, when people started getting smartphones. But this video is probably not going to be until sometime in 2025. Obviously, at the end of this year, in December, I'm going to be turning 16. I'm trying out for track in school, so so that might prevent me from uploading as much as I do right now. So if this does prevent me, or if it only gives me so much time, I'll let you guys know. But hopefully I can post, especially to do those amiibo videos that I said. Hopefully I probably will. I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm preparing for 2 new video series. I'm doing a PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii video comparison, and I'm also offering some collecting tips now that I've taken it seriously. I've taken it seriously between 2023 and this year, 2024. And I'm going to be doing live videos of me playing Smash Brothers. It's probably likely going to be Super Smash Brothers Brawl. and you guys will place or leave votes on community polls, text polls for YouTube, and you're going to put down who you think, who you want to win, and you'll see who wins on the live videos. It's kind of like the Super Bowl, kind of, or sports games, kind of, if you think about it. I said that I wouldn't think I would post too much in August, but that is not necessarily true, because I mean, now I thought the painting would have taken me like a long number of days, but that is not the case. We've obviously finished the painting right now, so now I'm going to tell you guys about the games that I do play a lot of the time. So obviously, let me get these down. I'm recording this on my shelf, by the way, on my game shelf. Obviously, I do enjoy playing every single version of Cars 2. I'm gonna try and display them like this. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Alright. Alright, here you go. Alright, so those are the 5 versions of Cars 2. And now I have the DVD. It's over there. Until I get my Cars 2 poster back over there, I haven't even got my posters yet. I haven't gotten them back yet. I haven't put them up. But when I do get my Cars 2 poster, all of these games, all these Cars 2 games will be going back on that shelf along with the DVD. Just as a mention. Alright, so I'm going to put these down here. Next, I'm going to be talking about the games I enjoy on each of the 5 platforms. Keep in mind, I don't have a physical game yet for the PS Vita, if I didn't say that already. I only have an exclusive digital game. Or it's exclusively digital, as I said in my PS Vita review video. But speaking of PS, these are the PS3 games that I do enjoy playing a lot. I'll tell you them. And this is, I've obviously said Cars 2 already, but Burnout Paradise. I do enjoy the music in this game. Gran Turismo 5. This is the XL edition, and I think that the GT, the colors for the GT here, they are the exact same pretty much as the colors of my Geometry Dash Icon, which are obviously my 2 favorite colors, red and blue. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I do enjoy this probably more than Gran Turismo, simply because in Need for Speed you also have certain missions. You don't just do racing. But the mission stuff was more common with Need for Speed Undercover on the Xbox that I have, so I'll talk about that later. And then the last PS3 game that I'm showing here is Shrek Forever After, because I am a fan of Shrek. And I haven't really seen the movie that much, but I have seen at least up to Shrek 2. I have not even got around to watching Shrek the Third, but I also ordered a copy of Shrek the Third for the Xbox 360, and it's expected to come at least tomorrow or Thursday. So when it comes, I will let you guys know. So, alright, those are the PS3 games I enjoy. So I'm going to put these back on my shelf for a second. And, so hopefully things, if life gets busy, hopefully, even though I said I have big things coming up with the channel too, hopefully things will wind down by the time Christmas comes. Definitely. So, by that point, I hope to post a bit more too, especially to show you what I get for Christmas at that time. Next, I'm going to be talking about my Xbox 360 games that I play the most. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I do enjoy this much better than I do the original Modern Warfare. I do enjoy the mini games on here, the shooting mini games. I think it's Special Ops, I think. I think it's called. I don't remember exactly, but I saw something with the name Special Ops, but I can't remember exactly. Alright, just give me a second. Alright. Another game I do enjoy is Forza Motorsport 3. This is the only Xbox game that I have so far where it's the Platinum Hits. I don't even have the greatest hits for the PS3 yet, and I only have one Nintendo Selects game for the Wii. But Forza Motorsport 3 does come with a lot, even though it doesn't seem like it doesn't come with as much, this one anyways, as the original release that is not the Platinum Hits. This one, instead of just the regular Forza Motorsport add-ons, it comes with Top Gear add-ons. I'll show you. Hopefully you should see this well. Yeah, Top Gear. I'm not too familiar with Top Gear, but that's fine. And then later I'll discuss probably what I would choose as my favorite game that is not Cars 2. My game for the separate 5 systems. Now, I'm not afraid to admit I do like the Lego games a little bit. I don't see myself playing them as much as I used to, but I do play them somewhat. Lego Star Wars, I probably would. I'd probably play the most. I see myself playing the most, since I am a fan of Star Wars more than Indiana Jones or Batman. But Lego Star Wars, I do get the most out of compared to Lego Indiana Jones and Lego Batman. Keep in mind, I do have a Lego Star Wars game, obviously, and a Lego Indiana Jones game, and a Lego Batman game for the Xbox 360. That's the only platform I have where I have all 3 major Lego games, other than Harry Potter, of course. But I'm actually hoping to get the first Lego Harry Potter. I think it's called Years 1 to 4. I'm hoping to get that on the Xbox 360, and then Years 5 to 7, I think it's called. I want to get it on the 3DS. Next game is Minecraft. Obviously one of my favorite games of all time, and I've obviously played this many different times, or many times, even before I owned the Xbox 360. The first time I ever played this game was 8 years ago when I played it on mobile. But I think playing it on a console is more easier now, especially since now that I'm used to doing that more than I am used to playing it on a mobile device. Yeah. So I do get a lot of joy out of Minecraft, especially this one anyway, since it's an older version that is not being updated. Next up we have Namco Museum Virtual Arcade. I do enjoy these. I do enjoy the games, even the ones that require Xbox Live. I'm soon hoping to get Xbox Live Arcade for this system, obviously, and seeing what that's like. And I'm going to assume that because it's called Xbox Live Arcade, I don't know why I bought it. I assume that it's just going to require you to have Xbox Live just to simply play those 5 games. Maybe not, I don't know. But once I get it, I'll let you guys know. But Namco Museum Virtual Arcade has many more games, and obviously, but Xbox Live Arcade actually has one game made by Namco, Pac-Man Championship Edition, but it's also on this game. It's one of the games, even on this game, to require Xbox Live. On the Xbox Live Arcade Museum for Namco Museum. So I do get a lot of joy out of that game. Next game is Need for Speed Undercover. This is the first Need for Speed game that I ever bought, and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the cutscenes on here, which are actually live action. I don't think they're CGI. Some of those scenes are definitely live action. Cutscenes are pretty hilarious. I do enjoy the scenery for this game, and especially looking at the cover of this game, it definitely gives a good vibe for me anyways. Alright, so that's Xbox 360. I'm going to put these games back on the shelf. Oh, also I have to put the Cars 2 games back. And if I had to say my favorite home console platform for Cars 2, it probably would be the PS3 version. Simply because that's the one I've played the most, and it's the one that I've unlocked more stuff on. Yeah. Oh. The game's almost fell. Alright, sorry this is taking a while. Alright, now we can continue, and I'm going to talk about DS games that I enjoy playing. So keep in mind, I do enjoy more home console games. I don't know why, but why is the DS my favorite system? Which you saw in one of my previous videos. I say that the DS is my favorite system, but yet I enjoy the experiences of home consoles. So it's a confusing choice. But I'm going to talk about the games that I do enjoy playing on the DS. Asphalt 2 Urban GT. This includes appearances from the Pussycat Dolls. I don't know what those are, but there you go. It's probably a singer or something. But this is definitely a cool racing game. I think it utilizes real vehicles. Yeah, it definitely utilizes real vehicles. And that's the thing I do enjoy about these kinds of racing games, that I enjoy them more than I do Mario Kart. That isn't to say I don't like it, though, but I think these games are better. Alright. Next game is a platformer, kind of. The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. This is definitely a good platform for Pixar. The Incredibles I do enjoy a bit more than I did previously. I was kind of doubting it, but now I do see myself liking it, and now it's almost 20 years from when this movie came out. Well, this game came out a year after the movie, but the movie released obviously a year before, exactly. So that's that. I don't have much to say about that. Next game, Kirby Superstar Ultra. This is a pretty cool Kirby game in my opinion. I do enjoy the mini games. It's basically a port of the Super Nintendo game, and you even get to, I'm not sure if you get this in the Super Nintendo game, but you also get to play through the stages from Kirby's Dream Land from the Game Boy, the very first Kirby game from 1992, Kirby's Dream Land. Alright, so that's what I have to say for that. Next game is Mario Kart DS, which I did do a review video on today, so be sure to check that out. Mario Kart DS is an okay game for the Mario Kart series. I mean, I think I enjoy Mario Kart Wii more than this. But yeah, I mean, I'm never going to be able to play Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, obviously, but this game was the first Mario Kart to introduce that online capabilities, and it was definitely cool for the time, and I'm sure it was one of the best games for Nintendo that you could play online. Same can be said about Mario Kart Wii, since it runs from the same service. Next game is Mario Party DS, which now I see myself playing a little bit more than I used to, and I am enjoying it. I can see why some people say, I mean, I've been doing single player really, but I can see why people like to say that it ruins their friendships, or the game that ruins friendships. I've even seen this in Mario Collection video where they said, "Let's say it together, Mario, the game that ruins the friendships." That's actually a very funny video, the fact that Luigi says that. But it is a good game. I haven't yet played multiplayer Mario Party, so I don't know if I'm going to get friendships ruined. Hopefully not. But I don't fully understand it enough to believe that it ruins friendships. But when I do fully understand it, I'll probably believe that. Next game is Meteos, a puzzle game that probably not a lot of people know about at this point. But you basically... it's a puzzle game, and with it being on the DS, it uses the bottom screen for the most part. You have to pair the you have to pair the multicolored, you have to pair the Meteo blocks together. I'll show you a screenshot as best as I can. I'll show you the back of the box. You have to pair meteors together, I think, up and down, but you can't move them to the left or to the right. And you have to move them up. It's not exactly the same as Tetris, but it is a similar idea. Next, another Namco game, Namco Museum DS. I do enjoy this game, just the downside, it doesn't have the original Dig Dug. It has Dig Dug 2, though, and I do enjoy that, but I think I like Dig Dug, the original, first. I think I like that one better. But it definitely has a ton of other games here. Obviously, we have the original Pac-Man, Pac-Man Versus. Do we have Miss Pac-Man? Yeah, I don't think we have Miss Pac-Man on this arcade set, on this arcade compilation. We have Galaga, Galaxian, Mappy, Xevious, a ton of other games. They're pretty good. Alright, next game is New Super Mario Brothers, which I did a review video on yesterday, I think. And this is definitely one of my favorite mainline Mario games of all time. I think I've said that in that previous video. That this is one of my favorite Mario games of all time. Especially with it being a 2D Mario game. I think the 2D Mario games and those elements that are in those games are better than the 3D games. Especially the first few 3D games. Until Super Mario 3D Land, when they had elements from the 2D games. So that's pretty much what I have to say about New Super Mario Brothers. Next game, or the last game here, is Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. I do enjoy this. The controls are basically the same as Mario Kart. And you even get some objects you use, obviously. So it's basically the idea of Mario Kart, so there isn't really much that needs to be said about that. So I'm going to put these games on the shelf now. Alright. And I'm going to try to do this quick. Alright, now we're going to talk about Wii, and I think this is the system that has the most games that I enjoy. It's definitely the system that I have the most games for. But the first game that I'm going to talk about is The Amazing Spider-Man. I didn't see the movie yet. I need to get around to doing that. But when I saw the cover for this game, it made me interested because I do like the aesthetic for these types of games. Or just for when I see anything in a city that looks like this above the sky or something like that, I just have it just gives me a good feeling. That's what mainly appealed my interest to this game. Next up is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Now, I got this game back in 2022, but I didn't really see myself playing it as much as I do right now, and now I'm really enjoying it. I am enjoying the challenges, obviously, and I haven't even beat this game yet, but yet I still talk about it because it is a very good game. It's basically a return of the Super Nintendo game, obviously, and then Tropical Freeze released a few years later, and as of right now, we haven't really heard of any new Donkey Kong Country games. I don't know why, but next game is another platformer, Kirby's Epic Yarn. This game is okay. It's different than most Kirby games, especially with it having the yarn aesthetic and Kirby not having his copy abilities, but I don't really have a problem with that. It still is a successful game, especially for Nintendo, but not many people would prefer it as their favorite Kirby game, or at least people that I know, but it is definitely a good Kirby game, and in most people's opinions that is true as well. I haven't even beaten that game yet either. Next game is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which I did my review video on earlier today, so there isn't really much that needs to be said about that. It's my most previous video as of right now, I think. Mario Kart Wii, definitely what I prefer over Mario Kart DS, and has some more cooler races, such as Maple Treeway, Coconut Mall, Mario Circuit, Luigi Circuit, I think, or Daisy Circuit, I don't remember what that one was, where it had a statue of Daisy and Luigi. I don't remember if it's called the Luigi circuit or the Daisy circuit. Yeah, and the battle stages are pretty cool too. Next, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I just wanted to pick up a Metroid game because Metroid seems interesting, but I don't really see myself playing too much of Metroid, so there isn't really much I can say about that. Another game that I can't really say too much about, Namco Museum Megamix, just it adds many more games than Namco Museum DS, such as the original Dig Dug, Rally X, let me see here, Pac-Mania, and Super Pac-Man, and a ton of other games too, as of the arcade games. Next game, one of my favorite Wii games of all time, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This would probably have to be one of my top 3 favorite games for the Wii. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is definitely a bit of a challenging game, but definitely one I can beat. I've beat it already, and I did enjoy the experience. And I like the red vibes, or the red theme here. So, that's all I can really say about this one. Next is Shrek Smash. No, why do I think it's Shrek Smash? Shrek Carnival Craze Party Games. This game is pretty interesting. I wanted to get it because it's Shrek. I am a fan of Shrek, obviously, a big fan of Shrek. And again, I need to get around to seeing more of those movies. But still, Shrek Carnival Craze Party Games. The mini games are pretty cool. The Melon Bowl. I didn't know that was even a game, but I heard of ones where you shoot arrows into a target. Wild Waterworks, Sack Race, Cheese Ball, a ton of other games here. But I didn't even know that there was the Melon Bowl, which I definitely, if I don't have it already, I want to get around to unlocking it, if it's not unlocked. Next game is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The Smash Brothers games I do enjoy a lot. This is probably one of my favorite franchises of all time, as I was talking about earlier. Smash Brawl, not many people would say is their most favorite Smash Brothers game, but it's definitely one of my favorites, and I do see myself playing it a lot. It introduced a ton of new characters, Sonic the Hedgehog, Solid Snake from Metal Gear, and a ton of other characters too. Next is WarioWare Smooth Moves. Pretty interesting game. I do enjoy the mini games a lot. I seem to get a lot of fun out of them. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this game. And next is the Wii Sports games, Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I do enjoy these games. Now, to be honest, the rest of the Wii series is honestly just shovelware, such as Wii Party and all that stuff. But I mean, Wii Play you can kind of get a little bit of fun out of. I mean, I don't own it yet, but I want to get around to doing that. I'm interested in Wii Play Motion actually, and Wii Play in order to get that big box. I'm interested just for collecting's sake. But the games you can get the most fun out of in the Wii series are Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, which are obviously the most successful ones for Nintendo. Otherwise, I would play these if you haven't, but I wouldn't see why you wouldn't know Wii Sports, especially if you have a Wii. If you have a Wii, you probably at least know Wii Sports if you don't know Wii Sports Resort. Alright. Last, we have the 3DS. Alright. I do enjoy Hot Wheels World's Best Driver. I did enjoy that game quite a bit. I do love the racing and all the different vehicles they have here. And you can even customize, make customized vehicles. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's made by Warner Bros., which is pretty funny considering this isn't some sort of movie. But still, interesting game. Yeah. Next game is the most sold game for the 3DS, Mario Kart 7. This is the very first video game that I played. It's no longer my favorite though. But also, this is the red case variant. This is the copy that I got those 6 years ago when I bought my 3DS. But at some point, I actually want to get the original case that comes with the manual and stuff. So at some point, I need to get around to doing that, because I do like getting that for collecting sakes. But I will keep my I'll call it my childhood copy, even though this is the only copy of this game that I have so far. But I'll still keep this copy because it's from my childhood, and I want to have a remembrance of this, especially when I'm an adult, because when I'm an adult, I'm still going to try to want to collect video games, which I probably will still have that interest. We're getting towards the end here. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I do enjoy this. I think it was the second game. No. Super Mario 3D Land was the second game I got, but we'll talk about that next. New Super Mario Bros. 2 has implemented more features than New Super Mario Bros. DS, and actually implemented features from New Super Mario Bros. Wii that were not in New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, such as the Koopalings being the bosses, which is the first time we see this on New Super Mario Bros. On the handheld. Which we just saw random bosses for the original New Super Mario Bros. And this feels a bit more modern in the sense it has the Koopalings as the bosses. It's basically your typical 2D Mario platformer, just it's more cooler. And there's the coins. There's a ton of coins you can collect. And I think if you get a certain number of coins, you actually get a Mario statue. Alright, that's all I have to say for that. And the last game that we have here is Super Mario 3D Land. Again, this is the Nintendo Selects, but I want to get the original print run that actually comes with the manual, because this print run, this did not come with the manual when I bought it originally. But Super Mario 3D Land is definitely a game I enjoy a lot. I don't see myself playing it as much as I did a number of months ago, but back then I was interested in just getting all the star medals, which I'm still doing that, just not as much as I used to. Alright, so that's all I have to say about everything, my plans, why I started gaming, and why I started YouTube, which is definitely a good combination when you think about it, gaming and YouTube. So, thank you for watching this pretty long video, I must say. Subscribe for more content, turn on post notifications, and also make sure you leave your question comments in the Q&A community post, which is the latest community post as of right now, because I really want to do the question and answer video. So just leave your comments and you'll be featured. Alright, bye. See you guys next time.